I think a lot of us are tired because life no longer feels real. We are more connected than any generation in history, and somehow, at the exact same time, more disconnected from real life than ever before. I'm sure you've noticed the trend of people trying to live more analog again. Maybe not everyone, but there's definitely a shift happening. People are buying record players again, reading physical books, gardening, writing letters. Why is that? Why are people suddenly craving these slower, more tangible ways of living again? If we haven't met yet, I'm Leah. And around here, we talk a lot about slowing down, living unhurried, and creating rhythms that help us recenter our lives and our focus back on Christ. Come hang out with me while Jacob and I rearrange our bedroom a little bit. What we've been working on behind the scenes of the business needed a little more office space, so we're turning our bedroom into kind of a bedroom / office studio situation. We're making it work. So back to my question, why are people suddenly craving these slower, more tangible ways of living again? I honestly think it's because we are living more digitally than any humans in history. Almost every part of our lives now happens through some form of technology, and it's only increasing. Most of our life happens through screens: work, shopping, friends, photos, music, learning, even how we rest. Maybe you wind down at night by scrolling on your phone or playing a game or listening to a podcast, watching videos, reading on your Kindle. And none of those things are inherently bad, truly. I use technology every single day. Obviously, I'm on YouTube talking to you all right now. But I think the problem is that we never fully step away from it anymore. There's almost never silence, never boredom, slowness. The second we feel discomfort, we reach for stimulation. And I think our nervous systems are paying for it. We are overstimulated, overwhelmed, distracted, anxious, exhausted, and most people don't even realize how deeply constant digital input is affecting them. We outsource almost everything now. And with the rise of AI, people are doing less and less on their own. Now, I personally do think AI can be a tool at times, but I think there is a danger when it starts replacing our own creativity, wisdom, critical thinking, and the ability to learn. There is a difference between using it to help you organize your day or create a schedule versus using it to completely create for you instead of learning and creating for yourself. Like, helping you map out and plan your day is very different than asking it to write your book report for you, right? When it becomes more than a tool and starts becoming a replacement for a human being, that's when we have a problem. I've never been great at math, but now that I can pull out my phone at any given second to look up a problem, it's honestly kind of embarrassing how bad I've become. Those parts of our brain don't get practiced anymore the way they used to. And obviously, we live in a different time now than we did in the 90s or early 2000s. Technology is not going away. And again, I believe God can use technology for good. I believe He can use it to spread the gospel and reach people all over the world. Otherwise, I wouldn't even be on here doing this. But because we outsource so much of life now, I think we've lost many of the tangible rhythms that used to keep people grounded. There really is something different about holding a physical book in your hands instead of endlessly scrolling information. Writing things by hand slows your thoughts down. It helps you retain information better. Even something as simple as handwriting scripture or journaling your prayers feels different than typing them into a phone. Cooking, gardening, reading, writing letters, all of those things force you to slow down and be present where you are. Living more analog creates a peaceful rhythm because physical things take time. It's not instant. Digital life trains us towards expecting things immediately. Analog life trains us towards patience. And honestly, I think a lot of us are craving that without even realizing it. We consume and consume every single day, yet retain so little. Our brains can only handle so much information. We've lost boredom, silence, slowness, and many people feel mentally exhausted all the time. I know this is stating the obvious, but God created a physical world. He created gardens, bread, water, oil, music, tables filled with people, hands that work, voices that sing together. He created us with senses, touch, taste, sight, smell, sound. We were created to experience life physically, not digitally, all in our minds and through screens. Even Christianity itself is deeply tangible. Jesus constantly taught through physical things that we could touch, like seeds, bread, fish, fishing nets, lamps, water, soil. This isn't about rejecting technology completely. Again, technology can absolutely be used for good. I believe God can redeem anything and use it for His glory. He is big enough to do the impossible, right? But I do think we need limits. I think many of us need to reconnect with real human rhythms again. Some of those things being holding a physical Bible, writing in a journal, using printed recipes or recipe books, reading physical books, single tasking instead of multitasking, having a slow hobby, spending more time outside, writing letters. I don't know about you, but I want my life to feel real again. And honestly, I think a lot of us are craving tangible connection again. There's just something different about holding something real in your hands, something slower, more intentional, more human. And maybe that's part of why so many people are being drawn back towards these kinds of rhythms again. So no, I don't think you need to completely escape modern life. That's impossible. And there are beautiful things about technology when it's used wisely. But I do think that most of us probably need a little more real life mixed back into our days again. I'll see you soon.